Alright, I'm back once again. Now we got the bull out the way. Let's get back to the health hop, man. I'm gonna do is set it off before I get into my little informative videos. We're gonna do like we're gonna go through the ABCs of um, herbs, vitamins, minerals, nutrients, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, and we'll discuss little minor things you can do for different ailments that certain people have. Little things you can use naturally, maybe eat or herb you can take to treat certain ailments. But before we get into all of that, I'm gonna do a little thing on fruits and vegetables, because it's amazing that as I got into studying um, natural health and holistic healthcare, nutrition, and um, vegetarianism and all of those things, I realized that I didn't know the difference between fruits and vegetables. Like, I thought I did. I always thought I did. And the average person thinks they do, but most people have vegetables confused with fruit. I think I said that backwards. You have fruit confused with vegetables, yes. Most of the things that we consider to be vegetables are actually fruit. And I'm gonna give y'all a couple of my just some quick rules you can use that I use to live by. Simple things to keep you healthy. One of those, dealing with fruits and vegetables. If you want to know how to tell a fruit from a vegetable, it's very simple. The fruit grows on the plant. The vegetable is the plant. And that's how you got to look at it. If you see something on a stalk with leaves, that's the vegetable. If it produces a, whatever we call it, we might call it a nut, we might call it a seed, we might call it, it is the fruit of that tree. Whatever that plant bears is its fruit. You understand? So another good way to tell whether something is a fruit is if it carries a seed. Most things that don't carry a seed are usually hybrids, and they're not fruits. They're vegetables or plants. Okay, so let's explore some of these. Since we're going to do the ABCs, let's start with avocado. Obviously, most people would say that that's a vegetable. Avocado. Most people. Some people, though, there are more people who know, just like a lot of people know a tomato is a fruit. A lot of people realize that the avocado was a fruit because of its texture, and the big seed in the middle kind of gives it away. Yes, so it's more in the papaya family. That's what you would classify avocado with. It mixes well with bananas and other fruits. Other what are they called? I can't remember the word for the fruits that go with anything. Basically, like apples and bananas, you can basically mix with any other fruit. Avocado is like that too. So, avocado is a fruit, not a vegetable. Cucumbers, fruit, not a vegetable. Cucumbers are melons. They're in the melon family. All you gotta do is look at a watermelon and a cucumber, and you can see the similarities. Squash, same thing. Fruit, not a vegetable. Stop thinking that a fruit has to be sweet. The sweetness is not what constitutes something being a fruit. That's not what makes it a fruit. The seeds, the water content, and the fact that it grows on a plant. Kale, collards, chard, these are plants. Those are vegetables. Broccoli, very obviously a bush. Tree, that's a plant. Let's see, what other ones that might not be so obvious? I mean, you really just think about it like that. Everything, peppers, bell peppers. Just think about it. So it's important when you're calling yourself a vegetarian and make sure that you're getting your vegetables. You could go all day and eat all these different fruits thinking you got your vegetables, but you didn't. See, you understand? That's why this is important, because you have to have a balance. See, when we think of fruit, we're thinking about pineapples and mangoes and papayas and all these sweet fruits, things high with high sugar content. That's not what the sugar content is not what makes it a fruit. So we have to be aware of that. And that'll change the way we do everything. If you think about it, you can combine cucumbers and melons. See, now these are different possibilities. You can combine avocados with certain other fruits, and you can combine even red pepper. Red pepper is sweet. Most people don't realize that. That's very sweet. It's this very sweet fruit. And it can be used in that way. It can be mixed with other fruits. Think about that. That opens up a whole new possibility. Just think about a little red pepper and apple juice. Like, that's delicious. Believe it or not. And anyway, I can't think of any more off top, but I think those were some pretty good examples. Those are the ones most people use: bell peppers, cucumbers, avocado. Everybody know about tomatoes. I don't know, I can't think of any more right now. But just remember that. Nuts, though, we can talk about that. Cashew is actually part of a fruit. It's the seed part of a fruit. If you actually would go to the countries where the cashews are grown or where they're harvested, you will find them attached to the bottom of a fruit. The only reason we don't know about the fruit is because the fruit don't last long enough to be shipped to the United States. By the time it gets here, it would be bad. So we don't get a chance to enjoy that. You would have to be there and pick it off the tree and get the fruit and then eat the seed also. An almond is a seed. It's not a nut. It's a seed, which really means it's a fruit. It's part of the fruit. Okay, just like an apple seed is part of the apple. So, and you can tell that these are not nuts, that these are seeds, because you ain't never cracked a shell off an almond or a cashew. Think about it. You ain't never had a cashew shell or an almond shell. You don't get them like that. The almonds come in a skin, not a shell. Peanuts are a bean, not a nut. The pea pod that you crack open, think about it, feel like paper, cardboard. That's not a shell, like a pecan shell or a walnut shell. Think about when you crack open a peanut. These are hybrids. So, peanut is a hybrid. Y'all know that already. So it's important that we know how to classify our foods and know what we're eating. When you're eating peanuts, you're not eating nuts, you're eating beans. When you're eating peanut butter, you're eating a bean butter. Like pinto bean. You might as well think about it like that. So, this is why a lot of people have the health problems that they do, because you can't eat it in the same way you would eat a nut. Can't combine it with the same foods you would combine with nuts, because it's a bean. So, that's just 101. We had to establish that before we can get into all that. So when I start talking about different fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds, y'all won't be like, no, that's a nut. That ain't no fruit. He said squash was a fruit. Ha ha ha. He don't know what a fruit. No, you don't know what a fruit is. So think about it. Don't believe me, check it out. And we'll continue this later on with the A, B's, and C's. Peace.